Okay.
All set?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to literally the first installment of Video Live with New Innocence, and we're here with Ranger Alex Warnicki at the Cabrillo National Monument in Point Loma here in San Diego, California, and we have basically everybody in tow. So Jen's behind the camera, Nora's with her, Ainsley, Clark are here, and we're here to celebrate the National Park Service 100th anniversary. So without further ado, I just wanted, Alex, would you mind introducing yourself to everybody?
Of course. My name is Ranger Alex, and I'm a park ranger here at Cabrillo National Monument. We're famous for a couple of things here. One, the old Point Loma Lighthouse. We are one of the sites where the first European explorer came to explore the west coast of the United States, Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. And we also have some pretty protected areas here at the park. So we have protected the Mediterranean coastal sage scrub as well as the rocky intertidal zone. So it's pretty fun. And here at the park, I am a science communicator, so I translate the park science, the science that we do here with all of our biologists, into words that everyone can understand. So basically, from nerd to English.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. So this is the first park that Ainsley achieved her junior ranger designation in, and actually same with Clark. So I was wondering, do you have any thoughts on the junior ranger program here at Cabrillo, and also just for folks that might not be familiar with what the junior ranger program is, could you maybe explain it a little bit and talk about why it's important and what it does for the future of national parks?
Yeah, the Junior Ranger program is a cool program that everyone can do at any of the national parks. So they go to the visitor center, they pick up a booklet, and it allows them to explore the park on their own. This year alone, I've actually done 10 Junior Rangers badges of my own, so you're well on your way. You got your first one. So I think it's just a cool way for kids and their families to interact with the parks, kind of on their own terms. And then it's always fun when you get your Junior Ranger badge and you get it pinned. And I think it's a really good way to interact with the next generation, because after you get your badge, you have to say your pledge to preserve and protect the national parks from now until forever. So I think it's a really cool way to get kids engaged and learning to just protect these natural areas.
Great. So what is it? So you said you're a science communicator, and now what specifically? How did you become a science communicator for National Park Service?
Yeah, it's actually an interesting question. I have an unusual route. So I was actually an academic. I have my master's in chemical ecology. So I was going the science route. But I found a really passion for communicating science, because a lot of times the public is often unaware of what we do. Science is more or less in this ivory tower of knowledge.
Right.
And so I thought, what good is the work that we do unless people know about it?
Right.
So I became trained up more or less as an interpreter of science. So I take all the data. So here at the park, we study the rocky intertidal zone. We study the coastal sage scrub, the birds, everything that lives here. I take that data and I basically make it in ways that are exciting and new for people and kids to understand. And I also do the education programs for science here at the park as well. So we're kind of like, how do we reach the next generation of stewards and teach them about that?
Perfect. Yeah. In fact, that's one of the big questions that we had today was, this next generation of stewards. If you had to maybe give parents and families with small children just like one little piece of advice as far as visiting the national parks, what would it be?
I think make sure you have your sunscreen on. That's like the number one thing, your sunscreen and water. And I think the parks are very much accessible to all. And that's the beauty of them, right? Whether you have a 2-year-old or a 95-year-old, anyone can go. You can go on a hike. Cabrillo is really nice in the fact that we're in this urban interface. So we have 3.2 million people that we deal with right here. So it's a little bit more accessible as opposed to like the Grand Canyon or a larger park where you have to drive really far to get there.
Right.
So we do try to very much interact with school groups. We get about 12,000 students a year coming out for our programs. But yeah, I think it's a fun place for all people, and it's America's cultural identity, right?
It is.
The best part.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for talking to us today. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you being patient with our 3 explorers.
I love it.
Thanks again.
Of course.
And cheers to 100 more years.
I love it.
Take
Thank
care.
you.